Roofman. So I saw the movie today. The movie stars Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst. So this movie, Roofman, is based on a true story about Jeffrey Manchester. So in the early 2000s, Jeffrey Manchester broke into 45 McDonald's restaurants and he would steal the dinero. Eventually, he gets caught and then he goes to prison. And then while he's in prison, he's coming up with a plan on how to escape. And then he escapes and he hides out in a Toys R Us store. So while he's in Toys R Us, he comes up with a plan on how to avoid law enforcement and also how to survive. So it's just really interesting. And then you eventually, you see him, he's like looking at everyone's schedule. He breaks into the security system and he makes everything work for him. He makes some modifications, in Toys R Us. So it's just really intriguing, and the movie was just really entertaining. And then also with Channing Tatum, with his character, he's able to eventually, like when he, because he does sneak out of Toys R Us at times, and he becomes involved with with the church, and then with Kirsten Dunst, with her character, that's they pretty much fall in love. There's a love interest. So you see Channing Tatum, you see him trying to juggle everything. His relationship with Kirsten Dunst and with her kids, and then also the fact that he misses his family, he misses his kids as well. So the movie, like I said, it was just super entertaining. Channing Tatum, he was just charming. He was silly. He was emotional when he had to be. And I will say this was my favorite performance from Channing Tatum, hands down. And then also Kirsten Dunst, or Kirsten Dunst, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, she was just really good in this movie, and she was just so relatable. She was divorced from her husband. She has two kids, and she is just trying to raise her kids, juggle this relationship, and dealing with a supervisor or manager who's a pain. Her manager is played by, I'm trying to think of his name, Peter Dinklage. And Peter Dinklage, I like him in this movie as well. The only thing about this movie, it is 2 hours and 5 minutes, including credits. So I feel like maybe they could have shaved down, or they could have cut out maybe 20 minutes, maybe 15, maybe I would say 15 minutes. But overall, I had a good time with this movie. I was surprised that I was really into this movie because Channing Tatum just, when he's in Toys R Us by himself, you're like, okay, how are they going to pull this off? How are they going to make this entertaining? And he makes it work, So I would give this movie out of 10 an 8 out of 10. It is a must see, and it's one of my favorite movies of this year. Take care and have a good one. If you have seen the movie, let me know. How did you feel about it?